Korean actors seem to live perfect lives on screen, but behind the cameras, some of their personal stories are far more dramatic than any role they've ever played. Today we're pulling back the curtain on some of the most heartbreaking, shocking, and messy divorce stories in the Korean entertainment industry. The Korean actress Hwang Jung-eum rose to prominence in the 2000s and became a household name thanks to her roles in dramas like Listen to My Heart and Kill Me, Heal Me. She was a star on the rise, and while her career was taking off, she was also in a long-term relationship with singer Kim Jong-kyu. The two dated for 9 years, but split in 2015. A friend of the couple revealed that the relationship had actually struggled for a long time, with the two breaking up and reconciling multiple times, often over small matters. Eventually, it just didn't work out. Not long after that split, Jung-eum went public with a new relationship, this time with professional golfer and businessman Lee Young-don. And things moved fast. The couple married in February 2016 after just 6 months of dating and welcomed their first son the following year. From the outside, it looked like she had found her person. But in 2020, news broke that she was filing for divorce. No reason was given, which made it even more shocking. And then, in a twist nobody saw coming, the couple reconciled. Just 3 months before the divorce was set to be finalized in 2021, it was called off entirely. And shortly after that, Jung-eum announced she was pregnant with their second child. Their second son was born in March 2022. It really seemed like they had turned a corner and were finally in a good place. They were not. In October 2023, Hwang Jung-eum made a statement that stopped everyone in their tracks. She said that marriage was her biggest regret in life. Just sitting with that for a second, after 2 kids, a near divorce, a reconciliation, another pregnancy, she called it her biggest regret. That told you everything you needed to know about where things stood. Then in February 2024, she filed for divorce a second time. And this time, she wasn't staying quiet about why. On Instagram, she began dropping hints that her husband had been having an extramarital affair. She posted things like, "He's been busy ever since getting married." And then she went further. She posted a photo of a woman she believed her husband was seeing with the caption, "Hey ugly, please marry Young-don." That post set off a storm. The woman in the photo was flooded with malicious comments online. Except, here's where it gets complicated. That woman had nothing to do with Lee Young-don. Hwang Jung-eum had called out the wrong person entirely. She eventually apologized, but the damage was already done. Netizens came down hard on her for the behavior, calling it reckless and harmful regardless of the circumstances. And despite the apology, the woman decided to sue her. On top of all of that, Hwang Jung-eum filed a separate lawsuit against her husband, seeking the return of over $660,000 she had lent him. So we now have a divorce filing, a public cheating accusation, a case of mistaken identity, an apology, a lawsuit against her, and a lawsuit from her, all happening at the same time. And then, in the middle of all of this chaos, reports came out that Hwang Jung-eum was dating basketball player Kim Jong-kyu. The public reaction was divided almost immediately. A lot of people felt it was too soon. Her divorce wasn't even finalized yet. Others pushed back on that, pointing out that her husband allegedly cheated on her, and she shouldn't have to wait around to move on. But before that debate could even settle, 2 weeks later, it came out that Jung-eum and Kim Jong-kyu had already broken up. 2 weeks. The reported reason was the intense pressure of being scrutinized by the public while both of their personal lives were already under a microscope. You might understand it, but it's still a lot to process in such a short time. Kim Hye-sun and Jae-hyun. The story begins with a fairy tale romance that played out on screen and then blossomed off screen. Hye-sun and Jae-hyun met on the set of the 2015 drama Blood. Their on-screen chemistry quickly translated into a real-life romance, and they tied the knot in 2016. Everything seemed perfect, until it wasn't. By 2019, their fairy tale had taken a dark turn. HB Entertainment announced that the couple had decided to divorce. They cited various issues and said that, after serious discussions, both actors agreed it was time to part ways. But that's when things took a dramatic turn. Hye-sun took to Instagram to voice her frustration. She claimed that, despite the official announcement, no final decision had been made, and she hadn't agreed to the divorce terms. She accused Jae-hyun of making the announcement without consulting her, which set off a firestorm of public criticism and drama. Hye-sun didn't stop there. She shared a series of private messages and details about their relationship that painted a very unflattering picture of Jae-hyun. She accused him of telling her she wasn't attractive, of watching YouTube videos loudly to avoid her, and of making her feel like a ghost and zombie in her own home. To add fuel to the fire, she alleged that he was a heavy drinker who spoke to other women on the phone in front of her. But it didn't end with just these accusations. Hye-sun also claimed that Jae-hyun had cheated on her with his co-star, Oh Yeon-seo. This led to Jae-hyun publicly apologizing to Yeon-seo, further intensifying the drama. Public opinion was divided. Many felt Hye-sun was making things worse than they needed to be, possibly seeking to leverage the situation for financial gain. After airing her grievances and receiving widespread criticism, Hye-sun took a step back from the public eye. She admitted that she had relied too heavily on the public to deal with her personal issues and expressed regret for her actions, saying she felt betrayed and hated Jae-hyun. In July 2020, the couple's official divorce was finalized. Song Hye-kyo and Song Joong-ki. When Song Joong-ki and Song Hye-kyo starred in the 2016 hit drama Descendants of the Sun, their on-screen chemistry was absolutely electric. The love story between Yoo Si-jin and Kang Imo-yeon wasn't just captivating, it seemed to blaze with a real-life spark. Fans were enchanted, not just by their performances, but by the undeniable connection they shared. As the show aired, rumors began swirling about the possibility of a romance behind the scenes. And in 2017, those rumors turned into reality when the couple confirmed they were dating and subsequently announced their engagement. The world watched in awe as they celebrated their fairy tale wedding in October of that year, looking every bit the perfect pair. But, as we know, fairy tales don't always have happy endings. Just 20 months after exchanging vows, their love story took a shocking turn. The first hint of trouble came when fans noticed Song Hye-kyo without her wedding ring, sparking a flurry of speculation. The official word came from Song Joong-ki himself. In a statement, he announced, "I have arranged for my divorce with Song Hye-kyo. We both hope to settle the divorce process in a smooth manner, rather than attack and blame each other. Please understand that it is difficult to reveal the stories about our personal lives." It soon became clear that their separation had occurred before the public announcement. Song Joong-ki had moved out of their shared home just 11 months into their marriage. Reports suggest that Song Hye-kyo learned about the divorce filing through the media, adding an extra layer of heartbreak to the situation. Adding fuel to the fire, Hye-kyo's agency cited differences in personality as the primary reason for the split. As with any high-profile breakup, speculation ran rampant. Fans and netizens quickly pointed fingers and concocted theories about what went wrong. Unfortunately, Song Hye-kyo faced significant backlash as a result. Despite the drama, the divorce was settled relatively peacefully, at least from a public standpoint. There was no major animosity apparent between the two, but their real-life ending was far from the romantic closure many had hoped for. One thing is certain, Song Joong-ki and Song Hye-kyo will not be sharing the screen again. Their real-life drama turned out to be a stark contrast to the love story they once brought to life on television. Do you know of any other celebrity couples who were enemies or had a rocky end to their relationship? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. And if you're interested in learning about some of your favorite Korean actors who are